Hello and welcome to a Thinktech Screencast. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to publish a lesson to the public library, how to use lessons from the public library for yourself, and then how to duplicate lessons so that you can deconstruct, scaffold, and rebuild throughout a given unit. First, let's take a look at publishing a lesson. You'll notice that I'm logged into my Thinktech account. Across the top of the page, I have all the different apps that I can use to create lessons and tasks for my students. Below, I have folders so that I can organize my libraries. Let's take a look at a lesson that I've created and show you how to publish it to the public library. One of the things that I always want to make sure I do before publishing a lesson is to fill in all the blanks. At the top left-hand part of the page, you see I have my title, and I can edit that at any time. Clicking on the pencil, I can make sure that my title is going to reflect what I want, include the subject that is appropriate, and then a grade range that fits in for student development. I do like trying to add a description, especially if I'm going to add it to the public library, so that end users in the Thinktech community know exactly what this lesson might be about. And it's always fun to add a little cover art. For now, I'll see and show you that I have 4 tasks, including a pause point, in this lesson. With each different task, I do like to fill in the extras, as I mentioned. Here, I can click on a particular title for the task, give it a task type. Is it an anticipatory set? Is this intended for guided practice, independent practice, or assessment? It's a great way to just help you be guided in your lesson. And I could even remove this task if I don't want to use it in the lesson at all. So as we click through and make sure that all the extras are filled in and we have the variety of tasks that we want, and I feel good about what I'm going to publish to the public library, I can click on the Publish button. And Thinktech will send you an email notification that you have actually published this lesson. So my lesson is out there. If I now click back to the library, we can take a look at other lessons rather, in the public library. As this lesson loads up and all the other lessons load up, what's great is that I'm able to search different topics and even different subjects to see if I could find something that might suit my interest. So what I'm going to show you in this lesson is that I could type in Big Bang, and sure enough, there's the lesson that I created, and it's showing people by scrolling, it's showing people the description and the different tasks that are involved. I could click on the triple dot and this will show me that I could save it to my lessons, or because I was the one who published it, I could unpublish this lesson. For now, let me show you how I might be able to look up a lesson for a math class. And here's one, linear and exponential functions. Let's say that I click on this lesson and I think it's going to be something that I may want to use in my math class. What's really nice is this is a sorted activity, and I could look at this and think to myself, this is perfect. I think I want to use it. I don't have to create anything. I'm just going to borrow this lesson from the Thinktech community and drop it down and save it to my library. And once it's in my library, I get to not only run the lesson, but I can also edit things. So let's take a look at how this is going to work. It's now in my library, and I can double check the answers and responses and make sure that this is exactly what I want. Maybe there's something here that I didn't want because maybe my students didn't go over this, and I could easily edit this. So let me just show you. I could get rid of one of these choices. And when I'm ready, I could launch the lesson and have my students complete it. Great. But what's even better is when I go out to my library and I think about the unit ahead, and I think about what I might need to do tomorrow or maybe for a review, and basically how I can use Thinktech to deconstruct my lessons, to basically rebuild them how I want. So here's that lesson that I grabbed from the public library. So what I'm going to do is click on the triple dot, the kebab button within that lesson, and I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to call this my demo, my math demo lesson. That'll work. Sorry. And as I go in through this, I could now really narrow this down for my students so that they are getting exactly what we want. Now, remember, that first lesson is still there. This is just a copy. Let's say I only want the picture images to be on the sorted activity. So I can click into each one of these and just start getting rid of the things I don't want. In other words, I'm scaffolding this for my class. I'm making it exactly what I want on a different day, or maybe for a particular student who really needs some help on one or two different things. And there, I finally got it. So I now have a couple of these images, and if this is what I want to use, I can launch this lesson as is. Really great function. And this also works with a lesson that has multiple tasks. So let me show you in a different lesson how this will work. I'll go back out to my main library, to my dashboard, and I will click on a lesson that has multiple things. So I'll use that Big Bang lesson that I already published. And whoops, I went one step too far. I'm going to click on the kebab button to create a duplicate of it. And instead of editing just a piece of the question, I'm going to edit whole tasks from this lesson. So I'm going to leave this as copy of. I will duplicate my lesson. This will pop in as my newest one because it's new to old. So I'll click on this. And remember, there was 4 tasks that I had originally created before I published. And let's suppose maybe this graffiti board question was something I really wasn't comfortable with, or maybe some students were struggling with. And I thought, you know what, I just need to get rid of this one question. By clicking on the settings wheel within that question, I could remove the task. Or maybe I wanted to start off with this, and I want to put this lesson or this task first in my lesson. So regardless, if I make a lesson and duplicate it for myself and vary it up for other class periods, or if I grab a lesson from the public library, I can make adjustments as is. And I could, change, of course, the text. I could change the pictures. I could even drop in different items with the other tools here that are on the editing palette of the question board. So I hope this helps. Again, we were just talking about publishing a lesson, using lessons from the public library, and then duplicating lessons so that you're able to scaffold throughout a unit. I hope this helps.